What's up, what's up, what's up?
This is so cool.
From the record Grazing.
Oh, I love it.
Entropy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to
hey.
September 23rd. How are you doing?
21.
That was some lovely music by the band Entropy. The guys that played on that record, you may know some of them. Bobby Threadgill, Larry Getz, Chuck Francisco, Richard Bruton, B-R-U-T-O-N.
Yep.
Tom Becker, and someone a little more familiar, probably to more of you, is the one and only Don Ships.
Show that side of the record. There you go.
There they are.
Look at that.
Look at Don Ships, all young and slick.
Look at him. Wow.
Look at that dude down there. He's playing the trumpet like a motherfucker.
Yep, he sure is. Holding his cheeks in
Look
and
at
everything.
Don Ships. What is he, like 17?
I know, he looks like a baby.
Entropy, man.
Entropy. Instrumental jazzy. What would you call that, jazz?
Yeah, that whole
Is that
record.
jazz?
That whole
Awesome.
record is good like that.
So good.
Anyway. Tell us about your day. Tell us about your week.
Tell us anything. Tell us
How are
anything.
things going?
As we said in the little paragraph when we said we were doing this show, if you got a message you want to tell us about your personal dealings with a toxic relationship, send it in now because we'll get to that in just a little bit. If you
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
Cause my love isn't toxic.
I can't remember how that song goes. But if you want your story to be anonymous, just be sure to tell us that and we will do that.
No, it didn't do that.
It didn't?
No.
Okay.
It went.
All right. I believe you.
Cause my love isn't toxic.
It's Toxic by Britney Spears is what he's talking about. So, yeah, I had it wrong. I'm sorry.
How's it going? How was your week? Come on, I can get no answers.
We got to talk.
Help get this
Talk to me.
this party started.
Talk to us. Let's talk.
Anyway, while we wait, did you all see that the Dickerson Park Zoo has got a new baby giraffe?
Yay! Oh, crap. I didn't freaking get a picture.
That's all right. It's too late.
Okay, it's too late.
Bring on the fall.
Bring on
I
the
am
fall.
with you there, Julia Lake Cobb. The fall weather has been banging this week.
It's been wonderful.
It's been awesome.
Spooky season. Julia says, listening to our Halloween playlist at the school already. Spooky season.
One thing I would like to say about that is, and I just made this comment to Tara a week and a half ago. I hate spooky music.
He does.
I
Yeah.
just don't like the or whatever it is.
It's like minor keys or something, you know.
No, I love minor.
No?
I love minor. I had a therapist ask me one time if I'm living my life in a major scale or in a minor scale.
Wow. And what did you answer?
I thought that was awesome.
What did you answer?
Well, at the time, I was minor.
Ooh.
And it's still beautiful. Minor is still beautiful.
Jared says, like the Burns.
Like the Burns? Thank you, sir.
Like the Burns. Look at that shit.
I'm bringing the old school back,
Bringing it
dude.
back. Look at that. Mm-hmm. Going for
They
it.
still
Thanks,
look
Jared.
like pubic hair, but hey, if I grow them thick enough,
Well,
they start looking like they're supposed to be facial hair.
what beard hair doesn't look like pubic hair?
Lots of beard hair.
I'm
A lot
sorry,
of people
no.
have great face hair. Mine just comes out exactly like it looks above my wiener.
Same
Julia
color and
says,
everything.
well, our list has a bunch of rock and roll. Listening to Running with the Devil right now it's spooky adjacent. All right, I can deal with Running with the Devil and spooky adjacent. I'm talking about the ones that are literally just like, spooky.
Yeah.
Like even Putting on the Ritz, I'm just kind of.
I love that. I always think of Young Frankenstein when I hear that song. I can't help it.
It's just kind of a spooky song, and I just don't know if I like spooky music.
I like them. Christy, what are you saying? Christy says, I don't know. The music in Dracula and Creature of the Black Lagoon are classics.
And Jared says minor's better than major.
I
agree,
I
man.
love minor keys.
I love me some minor stuff.
Minor keys.
I'm not talking about minor music. I'm talking about like Halloween spooky music.
So what was that that movie that was animated and it was like the night before what was it with all that spooky music? You probably hate that entire record.
That was a Christmas movie, I think.
But it was a Halloween movie. It was like literally Halloween was in the title. It was Tim Burton, and it was, oh my gosh, I had a student that did nothing but those songs for a while.
Jared says, oh my God, you leave
wait.
Taco alone. I wanted to do that song in Sunset Strip because I took tap dance as a kid, so I was ready to do tap dance solo and everything for Putting on the Ritz. I kind of I'm grasping when I bring up Taco because I do also like Taco song.
I love that song.
For sure. Terry Jones
Christmas.
says Nightmare Before Halloween.
Wait, Nightmare Before Christmas is actually what it was. I remember this now. It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I said Christmas.
But it's totally not a Christmas story. Jack Skellington, yes, that's it. With the tall legs, the skinny, tall ass, gross, weird ass legs. But
and I don't know if that soundtrack had the kind of music I'm talking about. And I'm not coming up with a good example, but
Terry Jones says I meant Christmas.
I just, just like something that is just properly meant to be like it's spooky. I'm just like
I think what you're talking about is like spooky music that's minory, but it's also fast. Like if you don't mind it, if it's like it
can be fast, it can be slow, it can be I don't care major, it can be minor. If it's just meant to be like spooky, ooh, so I just am out.
Do you not like Witchy Woman from Santana? Ooh, witchy woman. Oh wait, that's Eagles, isn't it?
It's the Eagles.
Oh shit! Damn it. Hey Terry Jones, good to see you too.
Yeah.
LTNS.
No, I'm not talking about real songs like Witchy Woman. That's not what I'm talking about. Like Julia Lee Cobb, she's talking about that cut, and that's what I'm talking about. The Halloween theme.
Jared, you're right. This Is Halloween is the main song from that movie. Yes. What is she saying? Dan, I'm guessing you don't like the songs like the Halloween theme.
Yeah, Halloween theme.
Right. Black Magic Woman. Thank you, Joshua. That's what I was thinking of. Both of those songs, Witchy Woman or Black Magic
Woman.
Yes, both of those songs are Halloween-y type songs that are pop songs. So he's. What are you finding?
I don't know.
Oh, I love Monster Mash, Jared. No, Monster Mash is awesome.
Monster Mash might be on my list I don't like. Here's the Monster Mash. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is like from the movie.
This is like for realsies.
That's still not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Y'all can hear that, right?
That's not what I'm talking about. That's from the movie. Like creepy songs and stuff, I'm kind of okay. I'm talking about literally just
This Is Halloween. This is Halloween. And only play a little bit so we don't get knocked off of here, but...
Oh, you talking about the fucking Marilyn Manson?
No, it's literally called This Is Halloween.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween. Yes.
And that
something
one.
Like that?
I'm kind of like, something like that. Something that's kind of like real
It
Halloween.
was a graveyard smash. Yes, it was.
It was the Monster Mash.
Yes.
I think I had a whole record.
I did too. Literally, an album, a record, vinyl.
Oh, doesn't matter. Who the hell cares? No one gives a shit what you think, Dan. Like, at all. Okay, I don't care. It was covered by Marilyn Manson. I knew it.
Well, Marilyn Manson does a lot of things.
And
amazing.
I like Marilyn Manson's version of it.
There's a lot of Marilyn Manson that's really good. People don't give him a chance sometimes, but he's freaking amazing.
This is Halloween. I'm just now remembering this. I actually edited a video to that song.
You did?
Yeah. It was like of my kids.
Really?
Yeah, we went and did like the pumpkin patch and all that business. And then I used the Marilyn Manson, This Is Halloween, and I put a whole video together.
Oh, my God. Where does that live?
I think it's on that laptop that's down in that drawer.
Oh, really?
Which I don't know if I can get it to come back on anymore.
It's an old Mac.
So anyway, let's take a look at some what's going on in the world.
Oh, my gosh. We know what's going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the world.
Has anyone ever heard of Gabby Petito?
Has anyone heard that name? Gabby Petito? I don't want to say the asshole's name. I don't want to give him any more.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all over the place. Oh.
Oh, we're reading. Sorry. You got to get trick-or-treaters if you do, but don't want them next year. Cool. And pass out some signature wings. Yeah, I know. I saw the best.
We actually don't get much trick-or-treating on our street, surprisingly.
No.
Well, we've never really stuck around for it.
I haven't put the porch light on either.
Yeah, but we still just don't get much. We always head over to the old basic bitch. Pickwick, and that's where the hubbub is.
No, there's not a lot of decorations on our street either. Like, it's like, nah, no. But anyway. Hey, Hamza, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Hamza?
Haven't seen you in a while. Wow, we look beautiful tonight, he says. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jared says answer his question before he has to log off. What question was it?
This one.
Whether we get trick-or-treaters or not?
Cook.
Oh, cook and pass out.
I knew what you meant. I just had to read your typo. We answered it kind of, sort of. I know he has to log out and go take care of the big show going on over at the Riff. So
a big show.
Pass out the wings. We answered it. We totally answered that. Right. So, hot topic this week.
So he can log off before all the bullshit. Thanks a lot, Jared. Thanks for your support. Really appreciate it there.
Thanks. Yeah, that means a lot.
Now that you're running the Rift, does that mean the Dirty Saints are going to play every week?
Every fucking week, or what? Dirty Saints and then Damsel.
Damsel, and then Dirty
Friday
Saints,
night is Dirty Saints, and then Damsel.
Or maybe it'll be Dirty Saints Friday and Damsel Saturday, and Dirty Saints Friday and Damsel Saturday.
And then Thrill Fall reunion, and then who else?
Death May Die.
Death May Die.
And then
yeah.
Sunset Strip's getting back together.
That's right. So, yep. That's what's gonna happen. Nah, we're just teasing.
Oh my goodness.
Just a teasing.
Julie Lake Cobb says crazy
put it up
weekend
on the
ahead.
screen.
I don't want to go over there. I want to go over here. We talked about that last week. Crazy weekend ahead of me, holding my family reunion music party at my awesome house on Saturday. My house band kids doing 2 shows on the same day in 2 different towns. Oh yeah, and all my students doing their showcase all day Sunday.
Wow, that is a crazy weekend. Good job, Julia.
Jared says, you guys been peeking at my calendar, you effing cheaters.
Freaking cheaters. Yep. We got you figured out, bro. Julia, it sounds like you have a busy weekend coming up, but hey, it's awesome. That's an awesome weekend.
Oh, Wicked Shimmy too. It'll basically be
and Wicked Shimmy, yeah.
Get Your Rock Life Back roster.
And Identity Crisis, don't forget them.
All 4 weeks.
Yeah.
No, not Identity Crisis.
No, just Wicked Shimmy.
Just Wicked Shimmy, because that is the Get Your Rock Life Back.
Oh, the lineup.
The classic. It's the classic. All 3 years in a row. Because those are the only rock bands in Springfield.
Right. Yep.
Just kidding. Jeez, lighten up. Very exciting news, if you guys haven't heard, that Jared is the general manager over at the Riff now, and that's going to be a lot of fun. You might have seen his post earlier about the Papa Green Shoes. They are on their last 4 weeks at the Riff now. They've been there for
5 years.
5 years. On Thursday nights, and they have just recently announced their last 4 shows starting tonight. And there is a drink special that if you go to the last 4 shows starting tonight, and then next Thursday, and then the Thursday after that, and then you go to the Thursday after that, you get a free drink. And it's worth it. It's worth it. If you haven't seen Papa Green Shoes live, they are absolutely worth seeing. They are actually one of my favorites, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. Yes.
And so I would highly recommend you go see them if you haven't seen them before.
That's right. They are fun. They're good people. They're good music.
As far as each of their actual instruments, drummer, guitar player, bass player, keyboard player.
And sax.
Oh, I don't count the sax.
I do.
Okay. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of... never mind.
No, go ahead.
Of each of those positions, it's my opinion that Papa Green Shoes are the best at each of those positions. I don't think there's a better drummer or a better guitar player or a better bass player or a better keyboard player.
And there's Casey, right? When I said I like the sax, he's like, yeah. Speaking of Papa Green Shoes,
I was
keyboard
kidding
player,
about the
sax player.
I was joking. I just was kind of thinking there's not tons of sax players, which makes Casey even more unique. I'm just saying, generally speaking, I think each of those four guys hold the top position of the actual instrument that they play.
That's pretty great coming from you, because you know a lot of musicians.
Man, I'm telling you, Stoney Cottongim is a beast.
He's a beast. Yeah.
And he's humble, too. Casey said, you are dead to me. You are dead to me.
He just likes getting a rise out of people.
I didn't think Casey would be watching.
I didn't either. So there you go. They got a show
I'm kidding.
to do.
I love the sax.
In about 10 minutes. Yeah. Sure you do.
I love the sax on the...
Oh, wait. What? Jared says, let me tell you, that's a hell of a sax player. He's pretty saxy, too. Wait, what? Yeah.
It's a hell of a sex player. He's pretty
Oh,
sexy.
I see what you said. I see what you did there. I'm joking.
Joking.
I wish I could read. Yeah. So they're all gearing up. The show's going to, they're shopping. They're probably going to start in about 9 minutes, something like that.
Casey Kasanoff is just actually a freak.
Wait, say his name again.
No, he's not Kasanoff.
What's that? A mixture of Kavanaugh and Hasselhoff? What's going on?
Kasanoff. I'm changing his name.
Wait,
it's Kasanoff.
It's now Casey Kasanoff.
Oh my gosh, he's like a freak.
Yeah.
He's like a Yoda musician or something. It's
and
crazy.
when he sings, it's awesome.
I know, man.
He's pretty cool. Yeah.
So anyway, you should go see, if you're out there listening and you're wondering if you should go see Papa Green Shoes, you should.
We know it's on the same night as us, but we'll get done within good time to get out there and still see some of their show. So you guys can watch us while you're there and like show us, like tell us about it and whatever. So, yep. What's Terry saying?
I am back to DJing online. No schedule set, but I am covering for no shows.
Oh, really? DJing online.
He's covering for no shows.
Interesting. Very cool. In case it comes back and says, thanks, guys. Love you. Have a good show. Have a good show. Have a good show. Terry, that's badass. Good for you, buddy.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What else is going on?
Hey, before we go any further, yearly, I think I've mentioned many times on this show or just on my Facebook or whatever that my friend Kathy, who passed away from breast cancer back in 1999, yesterday was her birthday, and we have a tradition of doing a shot of Hot Damn for her birthday. And since we didn't have a show last night, we have it tonight. We're going to do that. We're going to do that.
It has to be Hot
Yeah,
Damn. For those of you like, oh my God, Hot Damn's disgusting. We totally agree.
We totally agree. Welcome to the 90s.
Hot Damn is awful.
Welcome to the 90s, ladies and gentlemen.
But it was Kathy's drink, so...
So she would have been 64 yesterday. And now we're going to do our traditional yearly shot of this cinnamon syrup called Hot Damn. I think this is the 100 proof, too. This is the big shit. That's the only way to do it. So here's to my friend Kathy Robbins. We miss you. Wish Dan could have got to meet you. Hell of a bass player, hell of a guitar player, hell of a singer. That is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But not bad. What did I miss? Talk about it. Or not.
Just at the end of shows, I just don't know if Jared has more correction comments or more real comments.
Because this is the comment, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but can we talk about Hot Damn 100? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
He's like, hot, not hit.
Hot, not hit.
Because he said hit damn. Salud. Thank you, Julia. Cheers to her. Christy says, hi, Christy. Hot damn was my very first drink I had. Wow. Yay.
Hey, that's cool.
That's good to know. Awesome. Joshua says correction. There's more correction than there are actual comments.
Terry says, thank you, my friend. I've already plugged both of your shows once and gonna see if it's cool to give a link. Yes, absolutely.
Yay, absolutely. Certainly.
Jared said, just trying to help with your alto rhythm. I think he meant algo.
It's okay,
your
typing.
ability to read, my God, awful fucking typing.
Which includes a typo. Yay! Jesus fuck, algorithm! That's right, Terry. Put that link up there. We'll show it.
Speaking of alcohol, we did get a nice gift here from the Betancourts. They were handing out gifts this last week. This is their raspberry wine from July of 2021. Property of Dan and Tara Fritz. Not stolen, but real.
There you go. Look at that. Not stolen, but real. You want to partake or you want to stick with what we're doing?
No,
we'll wait. We'll wait on that. All right.
I don't even know if I'll open that one. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. It's a good one. Not stolen, but real. Personally made by the Betancourts for us. This is a good new drinking game. Jared correction. Like every time Jared makes a typo or a correction,
I'll be hammered.
Yeah, we'll be totally freaking hammered. Except he's got to log off here in a second, he says. So he says.
Man, has anybody chased my recommendation on Billy Strings?
Anyone?
Goodness gracious. Or did you already know him? Do you already love him? Man, I was happy to discover that. Actually, good friend of mine, Davey Gage, is the one who originally turned me on to him a few weeks ago, actually. And then I just kind of got my chance to sort of catch that up and check it out. And I was like, hot damn.
That's funny.
Billy Strings is a badass. If you like bluegrass music, he's kind of the turd in the punch bowl as far as bluegrass is concerned. Not his attitude, but his music is like, it's pretty old school, but he kind of does it a little different. And he's a flat top guitar player that is second to none.
He's amazing. His guitar playing is amazing. And he sings freaking great.
I think he's better than Brad Paisley.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, he said it.
Goddamn right.
Dan said it right here. Billy Strings is better than
they're
Brad
different
Paisley.
players. They're different players.
Yeah, they very much are.
But Paisley's pretty unbelievable.
Yes, and that's a good one to compare him to because he's unbelievable.
And I'll bet you Brad Paisley has already said something like, Billy
holy
Strings
crap,
is
Billy
amazing.
Strings. Yeah, probably. I
I'll
wouldn't
bet
put
he
it past him.
has.
Yep. So Terry says, I meant to see if it's cool with them for me to give out your links. I'll send you mine before I go on next. I have a few new bugs to work out with them. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Thank you very much so. Let's just share. Let's just all share our stuff. 100%. What you looking at?
Nothing.
Nothing? You okay?
Good.
All right.
You're always bitching about me interrupting you. You got the whole floor.
Right, I got the whole floor.
Go for it.
I have the whole floor, he says, and then as soon as I start saying a point, it's going to be interrupted with whatever he's thinking of. I guarantee it. No. It's all good. Hey, I do have a question for everybody. This is just something to ponder, and you can put your responses in the comments. Just a quick question. When you hear a radio announcer on the radio, this is just open question. Do you prefer a voice that is deep? Like, a lot of people are like, I can't be on radio because my voice isn't deep. Or do you prefer a high-pitched voice? And that goes for male or female. So if there was a male voice that you like deep or high, say that. Female voice, deep or high. Because there's a lot of... there's a trend on radio announcers that are like, hi, my name is... It sounds like a little child talking. So I'm just wondering if you actually like that higher-pitched sounding voice, or do you like the lower register, deeper voice? Just a poll. Just put it in the comments. It's not a big deal. I just want to throw that out there because I'm curious. This is what I get. He tells me to talk, and then he looks at me like I'm an idiot.
Who would prefer a high-pitched radio voice?
Well, they're getting hired. They're getting hired is
Well.
my point, and I want to know what people think without expressing too much of an opinion. Terry says, I am popular because my voice is deep and cracky.
Jared said, "Oh, I am all in on this conversation. I'll tell you why after people chime in."
Okay, fair. That's just a thought of mine. It just came up because I just heard someone has become a new announcer on a certain radio station, and I can't stand listening to her voice. And I'm curious if that's the trend, if people like this type of voice.
Man, I just can't imagine they do.
Well, I'm just wondering. Either that or she's just an
So
awesome person.
I guess you got my vote.
Either that or she's just like an awesome person, and that's why she got the job. So I don't know, but the voice is like, I can't.
I've actually paid money for audiobooks before I heard the narrator, and I couldn't get through the book before I got to the end.
Yes, exactly. Right.
For whatever reason, not because of high pitch,
Right.
but it's a person's kind of voice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what's Julia saying?
I listen to a lot of 80s on 8 on Sirius XM. And they have the old MTV VJs. Martha Quinn is higher pitched and okay, but I prefer the character of Nina Blackwood's whiskey soaked cigarette addled voice.
Me too. Also, yes. I'm okay. Now you know my opinion. I wasn't.
Oh,
gonna...
I love me a raspy female voice.
You with the raspy.
I'm big on raspy female voice.
Christy says, considering I'm up at 5:30 a.m., if I hear a fucking chipmunk voice, my skin crawls. But there's some who try too hard with the deep voice, like wannabe Howard Stern. I don't know why it's so hard to just talk like you're in a room with your friends. I would agree with that. Because there's a lot of people, and we know one in particular, that all of a sudden when they're on the radio, but you know what? If that works for them, whoever, it's like a character that they created, so that's cool. But just in general, cool voice or not cool voice, the pitch, the register, it can be annoying or it can be super soothing or just sexy. I don't know. It's crazy. So Terry says, we have high-pitched lipsy DJ. Lispy. We have a high-pitched lispy DJ that has literally been asked to shut up and play music.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Well, okay. We're getting some good answers.
How do you get
here.
a job as a DJ when you're lispy and high-pitched?
I just swear that's what I like to... Yeah. My... I'm not going to say that. I'll go on. Jared says, not only am I the new GM starting this Saturday, I'm also the new official voice in the radio for the riff at the Classic Rock Coffee. Just cut my spots today. Good for you, Jared. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Were they ever? Well, that just fucked up. Never mind.
You and me both. I had something really funny I thought
Joke
in my
ruined.
head. It was in my head that it was really funny, but when I thought about it, it wasn't funny at all, so I didn't say it.
My joke was pretty predictable.
I just don't understand why people want to hear baby voices on the radio. Hi, my name is this, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and blah, 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 and go to this. Blah.
Why don't you want to hear someone who has some depth in their voice naturally?
I don't know.
So there's my opinion. No, they didn't. I don't know what that's an answer to. I can't remember. 3 minutes ago. Sorry, Jared. All right, that was just a question I threw out there because he was pausing and reading something. So now we're on to other business. Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
My bass player
Man,
hates.
I don't know.
Those kids
I
in
think
their
I
heads.
kind of agree with that. Especially, I hear a lot of kids on like the farmers and tractors and people who sell Kubotas and, and 3 generations with tractors. And I don't know. I mean, I get what they're doing because sometimes when I hear kids on ads, they're kind of like part of the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 4 generations of selling tractors, and it's just like
I'm with you on that, though. I love kids who can sing, and you incorporate your children in your ads. That's super cute. But
Generally speaking, I'm shocked at how non-creative people who are taking radio ads out
True that.
are. Mm-hmm. Just so non-creative.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't seem like they even tried a little bit. Jared says, yes, exactly. His argument is that there are so many more, way more talented musicians willing to do that sort of thing.
Okay, I wouldn't agree with that argument because it's fine. You're correct. There are more talented musicians, but it's just kind of been played out for me. That using a child in your ad has just been played out. It's like, okay, that's cute.
No, but the people that are making ads are not in the know of anything at all whatsoever, like at all.
Right. To your point.
They don't even know who the Beatles are. They've never heard of music in general. They literally have been farming for the last 70 years of their life. They don't know nothing else. With all due respect.
Sure.
So I'm not saying it. I'm not dogging them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they don't have a radar on like what's creative or not. So they're just kind of like, well, let's just have Kinsey do it, and Tristan, maybe Tristan, my great grandson Tristan.
And isn't there an ad for the some doc like? Oh, I blew that moment. But anyway, from years ago, it was always.
I agree with the argument that there are so many way more talented musicians willing to do it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to just kind of spend some time during the day writing some jingles and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something firsthand, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell it.
All you musicians out there who have kind of wondered and thought about the jingle industry, I actually have had commercials on television for my cabinet shop. And this was, probably 10 years ago, somewhere around there. And I won't tell you what network it was through, but it was one of the locals here. So they, give me this big pitch, like X amount of dollars for this, that, and that, and take these ads out, and here's when we're going to air them, and all this. And kind of depending on when they air them is depending on like how much money they cost. And so this is a side story, but one time I was actually sitting over there at a place that used to be called Touch. And now I think it's called Char. Anyway, I'm sitting over there right in the middle of like a huge ass Kansas City Chiefs game. Huge. Like Sunday afternoon, the place was shoulder to shoulder, like jam packed in there. There was like 50 TVs and they were all playing this huge Kansas City Chiefs game. And right when they freaking cut to commercial, it was my commercial on the TV. And I just got sick to my stomach. I just was knotted up. I'm talking that 30 seconds during that Chiefs game cost me literally thousands. And I'm just like, fuck, don't play it during the Chiefs game. Anyway, the guy that they suggested come to meet me as the potential guy that would write the music for my jingle. This guy comes in looking like Larry Fine from the Three Stooges. And he brings a boombox straight from 1982 and proceeds to play me some samples of jingles he's written in the past. And he's the guy that writes all the ones that are just terrible. Like, and if you're down on your roof, it's a goof. I don't know what the fuck.
And they're all the same melody.
They're just
all the same.
Just terrible. So I'm telling them like, no way, Jose, bro. I'm not going to do that kind of jingle with my cabinet business. I have a totally different background here, musically and everything else. And he's like, well, man, I can make it rock. Like if.
I can make it rock.
If you're kind of more of a rock guy, I could write one that's kind of rock, blah, blah, blah. This dude wanted $2,500 to write me a 30-second music only, and then I needed one that had a 15-second that was the same, but 15 seconds. I needed one that had more of a pause for like being able to narrate the commercial. Just 2 or 3 easy. This dude wanted like $2,000 fucking dollars for this. And I was like, man, it was really nice meeting you, but no, I don't really think I'm going to do that. So anyway.
Considering your portfolio. Not my style, bro.
So anyway, for those of you who know him, I actually had Orrin Thornton write the music for my TV commercial. And it is currently the same song that we are using on the Daniel YouTube channel. But I'll tell you, the only reason I told that story was to just let you know, them motherfuckers make money. They make money, even if it's just a one-time deal. Just like, $1,500. We interviewed John Dillon on our show from the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. He told us seriously, and I don't even know if this was during the interview or off air.
It was on the air.
That the most success he's ever had.
His biggest hit song.
His biggest hit song was the O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
And we laughed like, ha, and he was like, no, I'm completely serious.
That's the best
I've
money
made
I've
more
ever made.
money on the O'Reilly song than I did Jackie Blue.
Did you know that?
I'm like, dear Lord.
You would have if you listened to his interview.
I don't know if it's in the interview.
I think it is.
It was somewhere between 1,500 and 2,500, Joshua Poole. It was like there was packages. It was kind of a package deal, and oh my gosh, it was insane. So I had Orrin do it, and I don't think I paid him anything.
Because it's Orrin. Aw.
That's so mean.
That's so mean. But he probably offered not to do it, not to pay, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'd
Hey,
probably pay
look
him
at Julia.
something.
Commercials made him more than that Jackie Blue loot.
I know. Jackie
Nice.
Blue Loot. See, check it out.
Nice. See, she listens to our show. Oh, wait, here we go.
Here's my...
This is Fritz Designs commercial.
Here's my TV commercial. Can't really see it.
That's cheesy.
Do they have personality, attitude? Do they tell the world that this home is yours? Do you have a vision? Fritz Designs and Concepts has a passion to create it. Together, there's no telling what we'll think of next.
So yeah, I didn't do the...
She says, didn't you include that in the roast video? Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do the if your cabinets look like shit, call on Fritz.
That's actually pretty good, though.
I wasn't gonna do it, Larry.
If your cabinets look like shit, call on Fritz.
That commercial is on the pre-show of the roast of my life.
Which you can see that entire movie if you join Patreon at the $5 level. Patreon.com/unsungdreamers. It's there for your viewing pleasure.
And oh boy, next week on Patreon, we will be releasing the story of the Three Stooges. Finally. I know I've been talking about it a lot, but I'll tell you what, I have found some brand new gems today. I search every day for all kinds of different stuff. I've interviews with Mo's daughter, with all their kids and their grandkids. Neat stuff, man. And I stumbled across a few things today that I am excited about. And we've already kind of started the story. We just need to kind of wrap some things up. And we will be releasing that next week on Patreon.
Patreon only.
/ Do we have to say /
I don't say
anymore?
/ Everybody fucking knows it's a / There's no backslash. Unless you're
/ the
doing
Unsung
some
Dreamers.
behind the scenes crap. So it's the same as doing the www. You don't have to do that. Stop doing www dot. Stop it.
http : / www.
It's so annoying. Just patreon.com/unsungdreamers. Done. See how quick that was?
It's pretty good.
Done. Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
So yeah, anyway, the latest in the Gabby Petito case is that her fiance Brian Laundrie now got a warrant out for his arrest.
Yes, he does. Imagine that. But what's funny is it's not for murder.
It's not for killing her.
No.
which is weird.
It's not weird because they are doing things. Everybody's like frustrated that they're still searching the swamp and all this bullshit, but they are doing it behind the scenes. If you're a true crime fan like me and you're obsessed with listening to true crime, you kind of know some things that they don't release a bunch of shit to the public unless they need to get the public's help. So they know a lot more than what's going on. So today when they released the fact that he's got an arrest warrant out for him, it's for unlawful use of a credit card that doesn't belong to your ass. On the dates of January, August 31st to September 1st.
Yeah. He was using Gabby's credit card. Julia says, so you mean like juliapop.com and that's it? Got it. Hashtag spam.
There you go.
She promotes her website on our show whenever she can. It's Julia Lake Cobb Spam. Come on, dude. You know the fucking comedy is to have way too many syllables when we're mocking another song that has the right amount of rhythm in the...
I'm working on my comedy. I'm still working on it.
Terry Jones says he is way gone from the swamp. And yes, there is a lot of people who think that.
However, I will say this.
Including myself. But yeah.
If there's a reason that they're spending 4 fucking days in that goddamn swamp.
6 days.
Oh, shit.
They have searched 6 days.
They took one break on what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
So they're going back tomorrow. If there's a reason, there's a reason. The dog smelled something. They found something. There's some kind of evidence. They wouldn't waste their time unless they had more.
I don't think they could possibly be there just on somebody's word.
No, because we already know.
A hike there.
Yeah, we already know the parents are kind of sketchy.
They must have found something they haven't told us.
Yes,
because,
of course.
And the dive teams cracked me up because I'm just like, how much water is in this place? They keep talking about how crazy the water is and how much of it there is. And I'm just like, you know, like, are you just jumping in 10, 15,000 acres of water and just swimming around? It seems like they probably have a lead.
There's got to be. They wouldn't waste their time. Everybody's like, oh, they're wasting their time. You don't know this. You don't know
his
what they know.
His car was left there, yes, but there's also still suspicion that his parents might have planted it there.
Right.
And then he got the sticker on the windshield from the police, like, you better get this car out of here or we're going to tow it. Mm-hmm. And that's when they went back over and got the car.
Yeah.
Now, it could have been him, and yes, it could have been. But he also, if it was him, he went there on a Tuesday, and he wasn't reported missing until the following Friday. So that gives him 4 days to walk up to Alabama.
Yeah.
This little piece of shit, I'll tell you what. And it's kind of getting a little weird now because everybody is focusing so hardcore on it. There's other cases out there of missing people. Some people are trying to make it kind of a race thing, like, oh, this is a little white girl. And so that's why the whole news media is focusing on it. There could be some truth to that, but it's also like, it's fucked up because they went on this trip together and they were so happy and they were documenting it on YouTube, and he drove 45 straight fucking hours from there all the way back to Tampa with her van and she wasn't in it.
Using her credit card.
He wouldn't say anything to anybody and he was pleading the fifth. It just makes it extra fucking weird no matter what race he is. But I can also understand that some people are like, well, there's other missing people cases and nobody seems to give a shit about those. And I don't know, it's heating up, man. And I'll tell you what, during the week that they were struggling out there, slapping each other in the fucking face in public, while Brian was up there slapping Gabby in the face, 2 girls who had just gotten married also got shot up and murdered out in the same national park that Gabby and Brian were in.
Right.
Now the dad... Their names were
Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner.
Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner were murdered in the middle of August in the same park. Bad deal. They found out that their case is not related to this one at all. But now the dad of Kylan Schulte is fucking losing his shit.
Yeah. He ain't taking it. He's like, you're telling us that everybody's safe in Moab when there's a murder? No, he says, when there's a goddamn rapist and murderer out there?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not related, okay, got it, cool.
He's pissed that the whole world is looking for Brian Laundrie. And meanwhile, his daughter got murdered in the middle of August at the same place, and nobody even knows their names. Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner.
Yes. Terry Jones. Is NBC sponsoring you guys now or what?
No, they're not.
No.
What's funny is Tara and I, for some reason, well, we do actually kind of have a reason. We kind of just personally jumped on getting obsessed over this case the very first time it broke. So we're not really trying to get views for it or chase anybody else's news stories. It's just we literally have been watching it close because we are big fans of the hashtag Van Life YouTube channels and the Jeep channels. We obviously have our Jeep set up for overlanding and camping and doing all that kind of stuff. So a lot of our YouTube watching happens to be overlanding, Jeepers,
Camping.
Van Life, camping, the Volkswagen Bugs, the Schoolies, the RV people. We kind of, that's one thing that we enjoy is watching those kind of channels on YouTube. So this couple actually being considered a hashtag Van Life, which is funny because we make fun of most of them because almost all of them just pitch this perfect life. Like
Gabby did.
Not just Gabby and Brian. All of them are just like, oh, they're so perfect.
We're so pretty. And
they eat right and they do yoga in the morning and they have a fruit hammock in their van. And life is just so amazing. And our captain chairs are on swivels. And we can take an indoor shower. And they're all just so like,
they're perfect. They're
because
too perfect.
their life is just so fucking perfect.
Yeah.
And so now they did the exact same thing, Gabby and Brian, and their videos, they're down now, but their videos were just so perfect and in love and kissy, kissy, kissy. And now she's dead and he is on the run. I don't know. And it just, to me, that like the fact that people will fake their shit so much like that, like fake their life and be a total fake in public. I don't feel like I'm faking in public. I might be a big asshole, but this is at least just
But
kind
it's
of what I
true.
am.
But it's true.
You don't have to find it out later.
Yeah, it's so frustrating to see that. And people do it on Facebook all day long. It's the Facebook image is the same way, and it's and one thing if you're just doing it because you just like to keep up with the Joneses and be happy and portray something to someone. But the other thing is if you're really hiding a toxic relationship, and we wanted to talk about that a little bit. If whoever, the guy or the girl, is hiding a toxic relationship because they're really in fear, and so of course they would never post anything that looks even remotely negative or bad. And so that's one thing that I've gotten from this whole story is that now we know that all their fun little beautiful kissy kissy videos and pictures were not true. And there's so many people living like that. And I'm just saying that people need to just, first of all, get out of that relationship. But second, there's help. There's help for people who really, really need it. Guys or girls. It's not just girls.
Yeah, but that...
What did I do now?
Nothing. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. But everybody in the whole entire world says it that way. There's help out there, I'll tell you. Get out of those relationships that are bad, I'll tell you. There's some help. You can call people. And no, that's been said for 50 years now. I think it's time for everyone to be a little more real about the miserable, pukey, disgusting thing that some of these narcissists and toxic people are in their relationships, whether they're guys or girls. Let's not forget that girls can be absolutely fucking disgusting too. And so when you see these body cam footages of him being such a nice kid, oh, he's so nice. He fucking killed her like the next day. Couple days later. Anyway, and so yeah, it goes way beyond now making a phone call and going to the counselor, and you just need to get out of those relationship, girls. The problem is they won't get out of them. There's actually now this thing that I've seen of all of the posted photos of these beautifully happy married couples, and one of them was the one that ended up in the oil. Killed him, and
Chris Watts
and his kids, and threw them in the big oil bins, and now this one and several other ones that are popular stories where These guys act so beautiful and awesome and perfect in public, and then they're absolute fucking monsters in private. It's just fucking ridiculous, and they need to start getting called out. Terry says, which Fritz needs the most help, though?
It's hard to see that, isn't it? I think we're one of the most honest couples on public shit.
I know, and it's sometimes works against us.
We've literally gotten texts after a show going, "Are you guys okay? Are you guys fighting?" Is
Well,
everybody-"
even more than that, just the world is starving for honesty.
Yes.
And some of these hashtag van life people are just being fucking ridiculous with the fact that they edit all their best moments of a week together and just leave out all the times when it fucking sucked or they accidentally shit their pants or something.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Josh, it's about a month ago I was deep into the Springfield 3 case. There are a lot of great true crime podcasts. So I know. That's another one. Unsolved to
There
this
are
day.
some good ones.
That's right.
And Joshua, you should check out, if you didn't already, you might have been what sparked you. I don't know. But Chris Palmer actually made a post probably like a week and a half or two ago.
Yeah.
And it was that girl. She's super big time. I mean, it's Makeup and Murder or something like that.
Yeah. What was her name? She
Where
was
she
awesome.
actually tells.
She actually told the story while she's putting on her awesome makeup.
Yeah, and she did the. Anyway, I was just saying that because she's actually huge. Like, I don't know, millions of subscribers. But she actually did the.
Yes.
Was it Bailey
Sarian. Yes, that's
Bailey
exactly who it
Sarian.
was.
She actually did the 3 missing women from Springfield the other day.
Pretty interesting. There were some facts that I've never heard, and she was right on top of it.
Joshua Poole says, "Life is pain, princess. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something." Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Stephanie says she loves Bailey Sarian.
Yes, we do too.
It was a great episode. She talked all about the 3 women. Julia Lee Cobb says she watched the latest Taniel video. So, Tara and I are starting to put videos up on YouTube, and they're going to start coming more regularly. We're not really doing the whole, like, look how fucking amazing. Like, oh, we're eating tofu, and we are so vegan, and we are doing yoga in the morning, and we have a fruit hammock. And
He's obsessed with the fruit hammock.
We have fruit hammock. Like, look at our fruit hammock. Like, we can put bananas in our fruit hammock, and we can put peaches in there too. Peaches and bananas. We can put peaches and bananas in our fruit hammock. And here's our composting toilet. We have a composting toilet.
Here's our shower. It
And
was
it's right
so
next to
important
our-
to us to be able to shower.
It's right next to our fruit hammock. We can put
The composting toilet's
Peaches.
next to the fruit hammock.
peaches, and our captain chairs are swivelly.
Oh my God, I tell you. So we've already vowed that we're going to go do these fun trips, and we're going to have a great time, and we're going to post these videos. But sometimes if like shit ain't going great, then shit's not going to go great.
Right.
Shit, the video we posted of us going to St. Louis, I left St. Louis and bought a bag of White Castles. Then I went to a state park and camped. And I talked about it in the video that I like almost shit my pants in the middle of this state park because I had just gotten White Castles in St. Louis. You don't see any of them tofu eating yoga motherfuckers talking about that.
And he actually-
Everything is just so happy. I'm so perfect.
He actually drove the Jeep with the tent open, and I was in the tent to a bathroom so he could be closer so he didn't shit his pants.
That's a true story. Well,
That's what we do on tape.
I went running out of that tent at about 3:30 in the morning after 6 White Castles. I jumped right in the Jeep and started driving to the bathroom. She was still up in the
I was
fucking
up in
tent.
the tent. Oh my
Our
God.
tent's on top of our Jeep, for some of you that don't know. I jumped right in the goddamn Jeep and drove through the fucking state park to get to a bathroom while Tara was still up on my roof in the
That's
Jeep.
right. I
True
was.
story.
It's a true story.
Take that, you yoga-loving,
here's what-
tofu-eating sons of bitches.
See, that's what it looks like. That's
Yeah,
our tent.
I drove through the state park just like
Just like
that,
that.
with Tara still in the tent because I was about to shit my pants.
See, real stories. So she also says, I love me some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think I'm up to 3 times I've been there. I re-up my membership every year. I love it there, and I hope they had that little Jeff Buckley display up, pink paisley guitar with song lyrics.
Can't remember if they
This was
had that.
January of 2020, so I can't remember if they did or not.
Yeah.
And then she also adds, the whole hiding a toxic relationship thing is intriguing to me, that we humans wish so much for that perfect relationship that we will fake it and let the darkness under the surface ruin or worse, end your life. How?
I know, bro. It is insane.
It is insane. Absolutely insane. That's right. That's right.
I've seen it. If I've seen it 100 times, if I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
The White Castle effect is real.
It is real. It's a true story.
And what made that trip even worse, which Terry Jones might appreciate this, and so will Joshua Poole, is I got Jack in the Box tacos on the way to St. Louis.
The day before. Or earlier that day.
It was the day of.
It was earlier that day.
I got Jack in the Box tacos on the way to St. Louis on a Saturday. We went to the show we wanted to see Saturday night, and when we left that show, I got White Castles and started driving back to Springfield. Stopped at a state park, and it hit me at about 3:34 in the morning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Uh-huh.
So you're damn right. I left my wife up in that tent, and I drove
tree branches hitting it
very carefully.
It's all good. Talk about a 1-2 punch on the colon. You earned it, Dan.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
She's sound asleep. The Jeep starts moving.
What the fuck is going on? Got to do what you got to do. Because it would have been a longer walk to the little toilets that were there.
So anyway, that's why we kind of got a little obsessed with this Gabby case, because we kind of enjoy doing those similar things, but we are also trying to figure out how to craft our videos and our YouTube channel to not like be out there faking it. And like Julia said, or I think, just how do we get to that place where we're actually willing to totally fake our shit in public and make everybody think that we're doing so well? Yeah, there's been times even on this live show that you and I are about to choke each other and everybody just watches it live. And I'm just like, well, fuck, we are pretty perfect. But occasionally, we're not.
But occasionally Dan's an asshole. Sorry, Stephanie. I know you're hashtag Dan, but
she knows I'm an asshole.
But she
still loves me.
It's just true. I can be a bitch too, but
I don't know. I'm just not into the fake, and I think the world is starving for honesty, starving for people to be real, whether it's good or bad. This cancel culture and everything else, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's just got to be real, man.
Hi, Michelle. There's Michelle, your huckleberry.
Sometimes it's all a blur that you don't even realize the amount of toxicity you're standing stagnant in.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I can see that for sure. You get to a point where you don't even realize anything could be better.
And a lot of times too is these people that are crafty, and we'll call them narcissists, we'll call them nihilists, whatever you want to call them, is they are very, very charming. They're very charming, and so they will suck someone in and just shower them with all kinds of charm, especially people that are already hurting from previous relationships. And so they find their victims. It's really weird. If you read about it, you'll see it all. And then when you shower them with all this love and affection and everything that they're needing, and then about, I don't know, what is the mark? 2 years? 2 years into it, then the shit starts, and it just starts and it keeps going, and all the control and it's just textbook shit. And when you're in it, which I have been, you don't know. You just start thinking, you hear their shit and you start thinking it's you. You're like, oh, I need to be better. I need to do better. I need to be this. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to fucking whatever. And so when you finally have an awakening that it's not you and it's unhealthy, and why am I sad all the time if it's me? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Why am I sad all the time if it's me? Then get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. And it's hard. I know it's hard. I fucking know it's hard. But
it's very, very hard. And it's hard to be understanding to the people who are in it, and you're trying to help and you don't know how to help. And it's just a mess. Stephanie Norton, the thing is, these narcissistic people Play it so cool. So if the partner is talking about things that happen behind closed doors, they spin it to make that person look crazy. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Or overreacting or twisting things around. It's a lot easier to not say anything. And also, they make you think you're crazy.
Yep.
I thought I was losing my mind. I didn't know up from down, right from wrong. I felt like I should be working everything down on recording everything to remember it correctly. Writing everything down.
Yes.
Felt like I should have been writing everything down.
Yes, Michelle says gaslighting. Yes. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Because then they want, give me an example. What do you mean? What did I say? And you're like, fuck, you can't remember it. Oh my gosh, that's so true. Stephanie says also, yes, Tara, you don't know it. You don't know, and it's a pinch in the gut when you realize it, and it's hard. It's very hard. And then when you get out, and then when you
getting out is when it's hard, but when you do it, you wish you'd have done it way sooner. Stephanie says, so fucking true. Being in a relationship with a narcissist is so bad on your mind. Having a child with one is even worse.
I bet that is terrible.
Amen and amen.
Julia says, I can't wrap my mind around the selfishness required to treat someone else so horribly. Why would someone put so much shit on a person and say it's love?
Especially when they say it's love.
Oh, and they convince you that it is. Oh my God.
I think that's a big fascination with this whole Gabby and Brian case that's all over the news right now. It's not just because she's a pretty white girl. It's not just because it's a missing persons case. It's like they literally documented how fucked up they were to all of the world with their fake relationship. And he got so exposed for being such a piece of shit when now all their videos have been taken down, most of them. But some of the ones that they actually had out on their social media, oh my gosh, he was just the sweetest guy in the world. And we all literally saw it publicly. Hopefully, everybody in the world hating this guy now will give some girls some strength to just be like, wow, yeah, the world will agree with me once I get out of here. I mean, they will be on my side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a big draw for what's fucking going on.
Yeah, it's extremely sad and unfortunate and terrible that Gabby lost her life. But if anyone within the sound of our voice is listening, you can take some lessons from this. These are the signs. It's just don't. And those people that are narcissists or nihilists and all this kind of category you want to put them in need help. They need help, or they just need to not fucking be around good people.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
Stephanie said, yes, exactly. Tell me when I said that. Yeah. Tell me when I said that. Tell me when I did that, for sure.
Give me an example.
He knew all the right things to say to do to make me stay. I know. Oh,
Yep.
How many of you girls have heard this one? I'm going to change. I'm changed. I'm a changed man.
I promise.
I promise. I'll be different. I promise.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry and I'm changed. Not even just the sorries. Everyone gets the bullshit sorries. But the I'm changed. I'm a
And then
changed
they cry.
man.
They cry.
Oh, yeah. These guys love crying.
Yeah.
They can turn the waterworks on. I'll tell you what. Especially the big, strong dudes that are like motherfuckers. They will put the waterworks on like, oh, I'm so sorry. And it'll be the most convincing, bawling, crying you've ever seen in your life. And you'll just be like, oh, wow, he really is hurt. Nope. He's fucking with you.
He's fucking with you. And Michelle, it's so, she says, it's so hard, especially when you've always been such a strong-willed, independent person, to be broken down. And you know, that to that point, Michelle and I have talked a lot about previous stuff. And when you're a performer, a singer, or any kind of person that's in a spotlight and people perceive you a certain way, you're so strong, you're so amazing. Oh my God, you're so great. You get to be yourself. You're awesome. When behind closed doors, you're fucking crying. You're throwing up before you have to go home. It's crazy. But people see us because we're like, we have a thing to do. And that's what Gabby did. She posted all those videos like everything's great, everything's perfect. And it's just not.
Yeah.
Oh, Christy has a good point. Go ahead and read that one.
Because they suffer from self-induced resentment, but their inner spirit needs someone to suffer so they can have an excuse to hold on and treat the people like shit.
Right.
Yeah, Stephanie says, reach out to someone if you need to talk or help getting out. For sure. I am, and she says, I am here.
Nice.
And interestingly, Stephanie, because I've been in this place and sounds like you probably have too, when you become the friend that is willing to help, you better watch your fucking back too. They will hunt you down. Like sometimes literally.
Sometimes literally.
Julie Lay Cobb says, the best words I ever told myself in my bad breakup: this is not where you should be. No matter what anyone says, this is not where you belong. I had to believe it before I could do it. Yep. Absolutely true, man.
Stephanie Norton says, you're sitting in the car for an hour in the middle of summer and winter or whatever because you can't stand going into the house. Oh my
boy.
God. I want to cry right now. Stephanie, wow. Why are they so alike? That hits home. That hits home.
Yeah, you used to hate going home. Mm-hmm. Not with me, of course, because I'm awesome.
You're just an ass sometimes.
And Stephanie Cagle knows it.
And I'm awesome too.
Oh, also another thing, girls, all you girls out there listening, if your man makes you spaghetti with ragu sauce out of a jar. Spaghetti with ragu sauce out of a jar. Are you hearing me? Has everyone got their ears on? If you get served ragu spaghetti sauce out of a jar and it gets pitched as a romantic dinner that he cooked just for you, ding, 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 ding,
Red
ding,
flag.
we have a winner.
Red flag.
Spaghetti with ragu sauce. If you're a guy out there who's actually not a narcissistic piece of shit and you're listening to our show and you have made spaghetti for your woman with ragu sauce in a jar, you need to do better.
Yes.
Because ragu sauce out of a jar is a dead giveaway of a narcissistic piece of shit.
Especially when you're bragging about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's like, I made you dinner.
Well,
if it's candlelight dinner when you come home from
Yeah.
a long, hard day at work and it's ragu sauce out of a jar.
And when you
yeah.
know your girl is Italian, just saying.
What's up, Betancourts?
Oh, the Betancourts are on the way to Colorado. Hey, good to see you.
We've already showcased your wine
Your
and told
wine.
everybody how awesome you are for giving it to us.
Hi, Brian. Yay. And I swear, Julia has a really good point here because Dan is honest about being an ass, so you know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
And that's a really good point because here's the thing, is Dan never tries to hide when he's an ass. I know that sounds bad, but he's like, hey, this, and this bothers me and blah, 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 and I'm going to say this and it bothers me. Like he just says.
What did I tell you before we got together? When it was kind of like, it got to a place in life where it was like, we could possibly be together here on out. What did I tell you?
You told me in a very solemn tone, in a very honest tone, it was, I'm not as awesome as you think I am. And I was like, okay, so the one guy that I left, the next guy said he was awesome, never said that to me because I thought he was really awesome. Now I think this one's like really awesome, but he just told me he's not as awesome as I think. Okay.
I said, I'm not as awesome as you think I am. And I also said, I can be really, really terrible.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I told you. I said, you just need to know that before we decide to start being together.
And
There you go. Jeremy Huddleston makes his sauce from farm-grown tomatoes. That's the way you fucking do it! I don't have farm-grown tomatoes, but I make my sauce out of real tomatoes. You don't get ragu. You don't get the ragu in the jar. That's a Bill Cosby quote.
Put the spices in the ragu. Go down the pit, the jello pudding.
You don't buy the spaghetti sauce in the jar and the ragu.
what's Christy saying? She says, if they say, I already have drama in my life, after getting caught with a lie or something, they're a piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my gosh, yes. It's all of this.
Joshua Poole says, ragu from a jar is in all the diagnostic literature for narcissism.
And he would know. He would Oh, Joshua Poole would know. Nice. I like that. That's good to know. That's good to know.
I think he's kidding. I'm telling you, it's a real thing.
Let's just pretend it's
You wouldn't believe how many friends I've had in the last 15 years who have been with pieces of shit, and they tell me about how he made me dinner. And I was like, spaghetti? Oh my God, how did you know? Was it ragu in a jar? Dude, I'm keeping my list, my checklist. And ragu in the jar is one of them, and bawling their eyes out. Grown-ass man bawling their eyes out. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm a changed man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, Jerry.
Nice.
Jeremy said, laughing my ass off.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gosh. Don't forget about stealing the silverware. Yeah, that comes towards the end. I think that happens towards the end. Stealing the silverware and the crock pot. Oh my gosh.
Lisa says, our Italian exchange student says Alfredo sauce is absolutely not Italian.
Oh, well, okay. That's new.
You know what's really funny? It's Northern Italian, but it's so inspired by the Swiss. So that's where Italy kind of touches Switzerland up in this area. So it's very Northern Italian. So it's some guy now.
It's right on the
named Alfredo.
border.
Some guy
Chrissy
named...
Preston says, wait, you guys got fed dinner? I was the one doing the cooking and definitely not doing the eating.
Oh, dang it.
Oh,
dang
gosh.
it. That's fucking...
Jeremy said it's nice silverware, though.
It's nice. Fair? Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I think I've heard it all.
Oh, yes. There, yeah.
In kind of seriousness, I had a friend of mine who overheard. She just overheard, kind of eavesdropped from the other room, her man tell one of his good buddies, I just try to keep her self-esteem down so low that she doesn't know she can do any better. He actually
said that.
vocalized that.
He said it.
And he said it out loud. And she heard it. So that's kind of how their fucking head works.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ew.
So let's be done with that shit. Let's be
Ew.
done with these dudes. All you dudes out there, like myself, all you dudes out there that have some dude friends and you know they do this shit,
Call them out.
tell them they're a piece of shit.
Call them out.
You know how you don't want to get involved. And that's what sucks, man. You don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
If you defend the female, oh boy, she'll take a licking when she gets home.
And then you know what's funny is we're kind of leaning on the guy thing right now that it's all about guys, but there are some horrible narcissistic bitch ass women too.
Hell
so
yeah.
we're not one sided here. We're
Yeah,
just
no.
kinda-
I ain't picking on the dudes.
Our data just happens to be more men than women. So with all of us here that we're talking with the comments and everything, that just happens to be our data. But women can be just as narcissistic or even worse, covert narcissist.
Yep,
which
Jeremy
is
just
horrible.
confirmed the same thing. Women can
There
be
you
just
go.
as bad.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
100%
Michelle
true.
says yes too.
It's almost, I'm not going to say it's worse.
No.
It's just different.
It's different and just as bad.
Because generally speaking, the whole world can't possibly imagine that a girl would do that.
Right.
Like, we've gotten so much information in our lifetimes of men being assholes, men being assholes, men being assholes. This
And women are perfect little princesses.
Brian Laundrie is a perfect example. Yet another guy who takes his fiance out in the desert and kills her.
Your little tiny
Oh,
girlfriend.
wow. Okay. You guys are all just being so mean. Men. So generally speaking, society in the world just can't quite wrap their head around the fact that there are women that would do this.
Right.
So then it's like extra you're crazy if
Yeah.
you ever bring it up.
Then you get labeled the narcissist.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking true.
They use the kids as pawns. Yep.
So
And
freaking
then
true.
claim that they're the victim.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I
So
did
man, it's all
everything
over.
for you.
Let's just be healthier and be more honest.
Yeah.
I just don't know why people can't be honest.
I know. Where does that start? Where does
I don't
it
know.
start? Like, I know that my parents both went through some shit growing up in the 40s and 50s, and it was not good. It was not good. And they specifically chose to change the cycle. And I know that some of you watching, I'm not going to call any names out, but had a cycle that was changed as well from your parents, from your grandparents, from your great-grandparents, because we learn from our parents. But then there's this thing when you're growing up, you're like, this isn't good. Even if you're a 10-year-old kid, you're like, that's not good. So you make the choice to either be like your parents or not be like your parents, good or bad. And I think a lot of it has to do with just what is expected of men and women, what is expected of families, what is expected. It's all about this image thing that we've been talking about. Is everybody's
the expectation's the problem.
Yeah.
The expectation's the problem. The world is expecting you to be a certain kind of happy couple.
Right.
A certain specifically kind of happy couple. Yeah. And that's why these hashtag van life people are all out there like pitching the most amazing relationship ever in the world. And now Gabby's dead in the fucking desert. So the worrying so much about being what you think, everyone, expects you to be, like you're saying, that kind of is a root of one of the bigger problems.
Right.
Because we are conditioning ourselves to just be so dishonest. Yeah. And it's not like I'm actively being dishonest. It's just you're just not being like a real person. You're not
being honest.
You're not being genuine.
You're not trying to be dishonest.
You're not being genuine.
You're just not being genuine.
Listen, I encourage everyone to just start trying to be as genuine as they possibly can. I'll start. I'll leave you tonight with this. This is one morsel of my honesty so that it'll help encourage you and hopefully inspire you to start being more honest in your life. Okay? Are you ready? I shit my pants a little before this show started. Love you all. I will see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday, listen to Monday Morning Medication, Monday morning on the podcast app, your purple icon. Give us a 5-star rating. Go to Patreon. Go be awesome. Go support the show. If you want to support the show with a couple bucks a month, all this shit's streaming right down here. You can do whatever you want to. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. We are coming out with the Three Stooges story real quick. See you next week.